Hello, I'm Dr. Sam Hancock of the Emerald Planet and Emerald Planet TV. We come to you on a week-to-week basis from Washington, D.C. in the United States as we look around the globe in 144 different nations, looking for those 1,000 best practices, the technology, services, and products that are making a difference as we move through the 21st century. And as we have a planet of 9 billion people by 2038 and possibly 12 to 13 billion by the end of this century, how are we going to be able to take care of all these people on planet Earth? And that's what Emerald Planet's all about. We come to you looking at the solutions, the best practices from around the globe as we create the Emerald Planet. Hello, welcome to the Emerald Planet. We're making a difference as we move through the 21st century. And seeing the long-term impacts of climate change. We're glad to have you. Thank you for being with us.
Looking in the nation of Italy, and specifically its capital city, Rome, we're looking at how the Italians are marshaling the traditional classical arts, engineering, architecture, and infrastructure development that they use for thousands of years and bringing it in new and exciting ways into the 21st century. We have someone joining us who's in the middle of all this innovation, technology, development, but yet based on the classical Roman and Italian styles. This is Cecilia Donno. She is a biologist of Expomed and also the head of business development for the Immersive factory. Cecilia, welcome to the Emerald Planet TV.
Hello, Samuel. Thank you for inviting me to your show. It's really an honor and a pleasure for me to be here.
Well, we're really pleased to have you. Tell us, what is Expomed?
Expomed is a non-profit association, and it's the core, the scientific committee, and the core of a very new project, which is the new aquarium in Rome. It's a very innovative and technological project, so it's something really new for the city of Rome.
Yeah, this is really an innovation hub for looking at the global oceans and seas. Tell us what we're looking at here and the size and scale of this development.
The building is actually a 16,000 square meter building, and it's completely built. Half of it it's underground, and half of it it's underwater. As you can see, is in an area of Rome called Eur. Eur is the modern part of Italy. It's still an historical area, but it's more modern, of course, than the center of Rome. And the lake, it's an artificial lake that was built at the half of the 20th century.
Yeah, this is really a beautiful area. Tell us some of the classical architectural styles and why using that in something that's so modern, so expansive, and so futuristic.
So the aquarium is divided in different, and it's separated in different areas. One will be a traditional aquarium run by an international company, already owner of many aquariums all around the world. A big part of the aquarium will be just a recreational center. So this imagine that we're looking at actually is part of the free entrance area of the aquarium, where we will have restaurants and shops dedicated to the environment, the sea environment, but also other environment areas and topics related at the underwater world. Another area of the aquarium will be, yes, as we can see from this image, will be a very big exhibition area where we will have displayed many different exhibitions, some of them related to the marine environment and the underwater world, others related to many different topics that we can choose. It's an area, it won't host just one exhibition, but many different exhibitions during the year. Then we have a very which is called the Expo area. And this area actually will be the most technological part of the aquarium. Yes, as we can see from this imaging. And in this area, that it's still underwater, and we still have tanks, but we won't have any living animals inside, just robotic animals or displays that talks about the researches that our biggest and most important national research centers does in the marine environment, like in the Arctic, in the Antarctic. Also, we will have a display of an underwater volcano. So what happens during underwater earthquakes or just earth movements. We will have an exhibition related to the cycle of water, which is very important because, of course, the water cycle is our, main resource. Water is our main resource. It's the main resource in our planet. And it will be very, very innovative, very technological. We will have robots inside. We will have interactive robots. And we will have also virtual reality seats where we can, have an immersive experience of the underwater world.
I think this is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is giving us a scene during the construction part, but also it gives us an idea of the shapes that you have, and also how when people come in, they'll actually be a part of the oceans and seas that are here. So in this design, why was it so important that people actually could just see themselves in the seas and oceans as they're moving through this incredible aquarium?
Absolutely, yes. Picture related of Osil when we were building the aquarium, and this is the first 360 tunnel that it's in an aquarium in Europe. Actually, you have water up the tunnel, but also under. So it's really, that's an oceanic tank. There will be sharks inside and also other a little bit more big, fish. But the really brand new thing about this tunnel that it's completely inside the tank. So you have water and animals swimming above your head, but also under your feet. So that's a brand new thing for Europe because it's the only one that, we have in a European aquarium.
Now, looking at the site, this is absolutely gorgeous. Looking at these lights at night, reflection on the water, reflection of the lights in the air. Why was this particular area selected to have this new expo?
First of all, because this is a modern area, a modern, area of Rome. So, and it's very close to airports. We have two underway tubs, actually exits and entrances. So it's very easy to reach by car because we built also car park for 700 car places. And we have the subways, we have the airport very close, we have a lot of hotels that usually used to host international events like summits and other kind of international companies events. So it's a modern area of Rome, and it was probably the best place to build such a big new technological building. So that's why we decided. But because of change the aspect of the area, which is an historical, build everything underwater and underground. So from the outside, you don't see anything. It's everything. It's underground. So we didn't change the shape of the area, which is an historical place.
Yeah, it's just amazing looking at the robotics, how everything is underground and underwater. So when you say immersive, you're really every guest that comes to this, they'll just be amazed about how they actually become part of their environment, and also will learn it from the inside out, if I can use that terminology. But again, looking at it from a ground level, you're actually the landscaping around this is quite beautiful.
Yes, it's called the Green Theater. This area was built, as I said, in the middle of the 20th century, and it was built for an universal exhibition that was hosted in Rome. So it's called the Green Theater because we have also waterfalls, a really green, area where waterfall comes. And this lake, which is of course an artificial lake, but it hosts sometimes also some sport activities like swimming events or canoe sports events. So it's quite it's a very big green
Mhm.
area inside Rome. And as I said before, we built it everything underground, so the shape outside doesn't change at all. It's exactly as it was since the beginning.
But the interesting thing about this, Cecilia, is that you have this blue and the green. So we think of green as Earth itself, but blue, of course, is the water, which covers most of the Earth. And a good friend of mine talks about the Earth is blue instead of being the Earth is green. And it's really interesting how you have these two colors together to represent everything as far as the environment is concerned, but also the oceans and the seas. But looking at the volcanoes, the submergible, the drones that you have underneath, how is all of this going to allow people to really learn about the oceans and seas across planet Earth?
Absolutely, yes. As I said, we are connected with our most important national and also international research centers. So many of the exhibition areas, but also the tanks, will be related to scientific activities that we do underwater.
Yeah, this is incredible, and look at the
For
imagery that you
example, this
have.
one is related to our volcanic activity.
Yeah, and
In
looking
the
at it, it really makes it look like you're actually under the ocean instead of having this in generation. We're running out of time, Cecilia. What do you see for the growth and expansion of people being able to enjoy this over the next 5, 10, or 15 years as far as a hub for innovation? And we have to be quick. You have about 20 seconds.
Okay, absolutely. This is an incredible and very important project for Italy and for Rome because it will be the center of all the research activities that are currently done in the marine environment from our best national research centers. So, whatever they do, we can display them inside the aquarium and everyone will know them. So, this is why it's really, really an important new innovation area.
This is Cecilia Donno, biologist, Expomed. Thank you for being with us as we create the Emerald Planet.